Okay, is everyone here?
Everyone is patched? Yeah, I think so.
Perfect. I know Lilac's at Takasuya working away, but we're going to start this meeting. Sorry for calling you guys out here. It's a wee little family meeting. Oh yeah, Carl, can you remove your mask and hat? Sorry, real fast. I just realised you're still wearing your hat and mask. The reason I asked you guys to remove your hats and masks is a little respect in the family, you know what I mean? And I hear there's a lot of beef going on. And what I've heard so far is we might be losing 2 members, which is the last thing I want to hear and ever see. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an open table where you guys are going to speak your chest. Whatever's on your chest or in your mind, please say it out. And don't worry about if it's going to be said back to you or anything like that, because we want to get the issues solved. You know what I mean? We really don't want anyone to leave the club or anything like that. We want to try and work the issues out and hopefully solve all issues. Let's be honest, if you do hear something a bit bad about you, it probably will take a toll on you. But like I said, talk it out. Hopefully we can put everything behind us and start again and move forward. And hopefully we stay strong together. I'm going to hand it back to Misha, where you can start. And we'll just work our way around clockwise. And like I said, if you have any issues, just say it and don't hold back.
Well, I have only one thing to say, right? Because so from what I understand, there are 2 people that feel that this club is no longer for them. So a very simple thing here is that I would say I would really much like to hear what would you like to see, or is there anything you would like to change within the club for you to feel at home again? I think this is properly worded. And, well, what can we do to make that happen?
I'm assuming that's towards Jaimie, is it? Or
I guess
sorry.
Jaimie and Toby, that's my understanding, that you 2 are thinking about leaving, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well then. That's the question.
For me, it's...
Sorry to be able to shout. Sorry, mate.
Sorry. My turning point to all this was seeing how a fellow club member was treated. Because something got a little bit hairy. Seeing the way they were treated and also hearing afterwards is just not okay with me. Obviously at some point there will be some tough shit that people need to go through, but that in itself it's just unfair. It's the type of shit I don't want to be around. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth of all this.
let me maybe say the question one more time. What you guys would like to see changed, or what you guys feel what should be done within this club in a way that you would feel at home? That was the question. Or is there nothing that can be changed?
For me, the point I'm at, I don't think it's something that can be repaired.
Well, I'm gonna sit back and see what everybody else has to talk about here, because if there's nothing that I can do that you want me to do about this, then, well, I would love to be able to even get feedback. For example, from you, Toby, as you said that there was something that was done, in your opinion, unfair, or somebody was treated in a wrong way. So I would prefer that to be, maybe addressed if you needed to think about it, or, talk about it. I think day 2, maybe 3 days after it happened is plenty of time to raise the issue and come to me, because you probably are talking about my discussion with Jaimie, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you could do that within those 2, 3, 4 days even. I think it's plenty of time to think something through properly, raise the issue, instead of coming here 2 weeks later saying, hey, I want to be out of the club, without even trying to address the situation, repair it, talk about the issues. Because, well, during that situation, you yourself said that you are not taking any sides because you see that both people are doing wrong. Those are your own words. Which I didn't disagree with you. I said that, yeah, you're right. As I'm saying, I'm sitting back. I'm leaving everybody to try and maybe come up with something I wasn't able to.
Okay, we'll move on to Dina.
Like, my only issue is that I only hear whispers of the wind that there is issues, but nothing is ever presented to me. Like, every issue that has been presented to me, I have done my best to fix. But I'm sorry, I cannot fix something that I cannot see. I get heated at sometimes, so I understand, like, my own behavior might have played part in this decision, which I apologize for, and I would make amends, but I can't make amends for something that I cannot see. Once again, it's been 2 weeks. I wish this would have been brought up.
I'm actually going to go back to Misha real fast. Sorry, I do apologise. I know you said you've asked all questions and stuff that you want to ask, but do you feel like there's anything in this club that you want to change?
Well, myself?
Yeah.
I'm confused right now. Like, the question was to people that want to leave. Like, I don't want to leave the club, right?
No, but I'm going to ask everyone this question as well. But I'm just going to go around the table at the same time. It's just like, I know you're the president and you can pretty much just, suggest things and either we do it or no. But like, if you want to go with things, change things, might as well just say what you want to do. And
well, I
see
think
things
that I'm
are-
pretty clear, like, with the direction of the club and what I'm proposing for the club, and different activities and directions, and let's call it operations that we are undertaking as a club. Regarding the culture, I propose many times for people if they want to expand on our traditions, some ways of doing stuff. Like, for example, the patching in ceremony was basically devised by me. And I proposed and asked many people what are their opinions, and maybe that they can devise something themselves. Over a week before we headed for Dax and Monty, nobody came up with anything. So it basically was me and Tina that cooked up that thing. So regarding changes within the club, you know, I'm gonna say something. Yeah, I think that change within the club that would love to see is actually I would wait because I just realized that Carola fell asleep for a second.
Can I say something on the patching thing?
Yes.
I did make a suggestion on that for it to be a thing around the table meeting so people can brainstorm ideas and bring them up. That never
Yes.
happened.
Well, particular people were asked multiple times before the church that day about that, and unfortunately, due to extended discussion during that church, there was no time, and I don't think there was any mood to brainstorm ideas. And also, nobody brought anything before the table meeting with full knowledge that if everything would went smoothly after the table meeting, if the vote would pass, the plan was to patch in Monty first day and Dax the second day when Val comes back, which did not happen for multiple reasons. So before the church itself, we had to be basically 90% ready for the thing. Because if we wouldn't, then we wouldn't do anything. I asked people over a week before the church. Nobody brought anything up.
I mean, things that happen in meetings is people can bounce ideas off of each other. You know, one person might have an idea and someone else can build on that.
I don't disagree with that opinion in the slightest. I'm just saying that there was a plan to bring that up and brainstorm it during that meeting, but unfortunately, as you probably know, the meeting divulged into something else.
Okay. What we'll do is we'll come back once Carola comes back, and then we'll go back to Tina, unless you want us to wait till Carola comes back fully.
So no, I'll answer the question then because I don't know when Carola will be back. Regarding what I would love to see for people if they have you know what, whatever. No, let's just move on. I don't have anything to say.
No, please, because
No, I actually
if-
don't want to say anything. I am not saying anything. You won't pry any words from me right now.
okay, that's fair. Sorry.
No, it's all good. I'm just saying that like this won't add anything to the discussion, so there is no reason to say it.
Okay, that's no problem. Right, we'll go back to Tina. Sorry, Tina. I'll ask you the same question like I asked Misha. Do you have any issues inside this club that you like to see changed?
Again, I would. There's 3 people in high command, so I will reiterate what I already said. I wish people who have issues would speak about them openly to high command or even to Carola, who is command. Speak to somebody for heaven's sake before you're about to throw your cut down. That's the only thing I would wish to see changed.
Okay. Notorious. What would you like to see different, or do you have any issues that you like to pull up?
I mean, we're currently dealing with our own shit right now, so we're not really in a great state of anything.
Do you see anything different inside this club, or how do you feel? I'd have you say something and then wait like a week later after this meeting and then pull something up?
I think the situation itself reflects poorly on us because we wanted to vie for the chaplain role within this club, and if we had a chaplain, that would have potentially mitigated or been the intermediary between people having their issues and being able to bring it up to high command. Because sometimes talking directly to high command is a little bit of an issue, but we haven't been around to be that position, and it's kind of made us reflect on whether or not we even should be going forward, let someone else handle it, so that someone that's around more for this club. So that's where we're currently at, is that we think this club needs a chaplain, but it may not be us.
That's fair, but we can also work around it where if you do go for chaplain, we can probably work around it where you can either schedule dates to meet up, or if something like that will be good for you. Would you prefer something like that, or even
I
if
mean,
it's
it's
good for the
possible,
person that you want to meet up with?
but we've already had that kind of mentality and thought we'd express that to everyone, but it hasn't come to fruition. So it's kind of becoming more of a moot point towards going towards the role.
Okay. Maybe keep your mind on it, and like I said, we can always work on it. Because to be honest with you, we're a club at the end of the day, we're a family, and we'll rather work with things and no just like get shy. Because I know I fucked up where at one point I was going to go for a road captain, and then I changed my mind because I felt like I was fucking it up. And I spoke to Misha yesterday, and I also spoke to Val saying that I think I might go for it again, where this time I'm going to do it, you know what I mean? I'm not going to feel like I'm getting rushed to it, even though I wasn't, but I felt like I was. So this time I'm going to take my steps of getting that role. Don't feel like because you're no around, you're not going to get something. You know what I mean? Like everyone has days, you know.
Yeah, but the meat should just give the example of 2 to 3 days. We're around once every 6, 7 days, So it doesn't exactly equate to people having issues on their minds still and wanting to bring it up or thinking it's old news or not worth bringing up anymore.
I
But
didn't mean that. I meant that, like bring it up at all, right? Like how, like I'm just gonna like bluntly speaking, how we are supposed to resolve issues if the issue got, like to the point, like from the issue, the issue happened, right? Then nothing happened for 2 weeks. And then it's straight up like, okay, this is my resolution to an issue and you cannot do anything about it. Apparently that's the vibe I'm getting from Toby, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to comment on that.
well, I do want to, before we jump to that though, I would point, Tina's tried to have her hand raised a few times.
Oh, sorry, I didn't say that. Sorry.
Yeah, I was trying to clarify what was told to council. Basically, when discussing with high command, was when issue happens, we would rather resolve it as quickly as possible, so that nobody is having time to, nurture their bad thoughts, and everybody can, go back to normal and resume their activities as soon as possible, so that the little issues don't have time to blow up into big issues. And like, council, would you be in this meeting if it was like on Wednesday? There was 1 hour
This time?
warning.
No, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, that has been the concern from high command, is that when issue happens, we would like to have a chaplain that is available within 24 hours at least.
24 hours? Possible.
Mm.
But I get, it's still, I've come to see that as maybe taking a step back is a more proactive approach. Give it the room for someone else to take in.
How about if we make it where I know this is no like common for an MC to have 2 chaplains, but how about if we had 2 who can work alongside each other? So instead of just having one person getting all the pressure on his hands, we get 2 where they can work together and we'll say Robin's going for chaplain, right? And Notorious is not around. You can just talk to Robin or something like that. You know what I mean? So therefore, at least there's two of them. And you go, Tina.
We might be recycling an old idea here, but I would suggest in that case, if you want to have two, or if we want to have two, bring back our adjutant roles. We are starting to be big enough to be able to actually do that.
Well, we
Either
definitely
way.
need to think so. Either way, there's definitely a need, right? So that's for sure. Could have been a little bit neglected.
I didn't mean to derail the main point of the conversation. Of course, it's just the results from it feel like that way. So.
Oh no,
alright,
yeah, of
that's fine.
course. Like the whole thing is, I'm just like explain one more time. Like in general, the idea is to push people a little bit towards certain officer roles that they may be or may not expressed in that they are aspiring for, right? But people cannot be dragged by force to there, and when somebody wants a role, they should be proactively pushing for it as much as possible without saying, I want to be a chaplain, like, sometime. Like, you understand what I'm saying, Counselor, right? That if you
Yep.
still are, want that role, then you should be proactively reaching out and figuring out how to make it happen on your end and saying like, hey, or I want to call a meeting in a week because I want to propose my candidacy or something like that, right? I won't be running after you to ask, hey, do you want to be the chaplain finally? Or maybe in a month, maybe in 3 weeks, right? It should be coming up like from bottom up in a way. Just like, yesterday, for example, Michael reached out that, hey, I want to gun for a road captain, like, again, but like this time fully as my own push towards it, right? Without being like pushed to it in a way. Same with like Dax mentioned already that he's very much interested in sergeant role. So I'm like, yeah, all right, then work towards it. Show qualities of a sergeant. Work towards it, right? And of course, on the way, if you need any help, feel free to reach out. But it's more like somebody needs to present that they want that role and have qualities to fulfill that role and proactively are working towards it and will be working as that role when they achieve it. Instead of just being pushed to it, they treating the flash more of a seal of approval than a carrot, right? That would you're gonna be a cool sergeant, and then you can do this and that, and then it ends up with somebody becoming a sergeant or road captain and not doing much in that regards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe, I'm firmly believer in like, you start doing things, show what you can do, and you get approval and the official title afterwards. Like Dax, I noticed you taking care of that our hang around is properly armed when there was a threat to the club. You started arming him up before I even thought about it. So that was noticed.
Yeah, I double checked with Corolla and then got it done.
Regarding the derailing of discussion, right? So like Toby, you said that basically that's it, right? That's what I said. Or
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. Crow, I see your hand going up.
Actually, no, I'm not going to say anything. It was part of the derailed conversation. Let's just get back on track.
Okay. So I'm going to move this on to Toby. Please explain how you feel and why your decision that you want to make. And if you didn't make that decision and you want to choose to stay, what would you like to see changed? I know you've answered a few things, but I just want you to try and clear it up a wee bit and just give us your side, please.
Um, um, I don't really know how to answer it properly in a way, mostly because I'm set on my decision, but honestly just seeing and I just wasn't okay with when one thing got a little bit hairy, one meeting, the action of lashing out, or not lashing out, but the action of approaching people were done in the wrong way. Even how intense a meeting can be or a topic can be, and I'm not saying that stuff will be discussed without yelling, because there most likely will be, but it's just like when that happens, you just take a moment and ask yourself, like, is this the appropriate approach, or should I try to maybe talk or ask or confront that person in a different way?
Okay.
That's my main thing.
I just want to ask you a quick question, sorry, because about this wee little topic. Would you prefer? I'm gonna ask everyone this actually, once it's your turn. But I'm gonna ask you this, Toby. Would you prefer if there was two chaplains to help out, not just one? Because like sometimes, like you say, one may not be around, but the other one might be. So how would you feel if we had two?
I think that's a good idea. And let alone one, but two would be able to cover more availability, and also the working together, and like so that the chaplain has another chaplain to discuss between, like figure out solutions, so it's not all on one person, but there's two people working behind it. I think that's a good idea, personally.
Okay. All right. We're gonna go on to that. Oh, sorry. Have you answered all the questions? Sorry, I feel like I might have skipped some. I don't mean to be rude if I did.
Who, me?
Yeah. Sorry. I
No,
hope
no,
I
no,
didn't.
no. I'm all good.
All right, perfect. Dax, is there anything in this club that you feel like you have an issue with and you want to pull it up? Please say now.
No, not really. Like, I mean, like, you know, me and you have obviously, like, we butted heads, but, like, you know, we talked, we fixed, you know, we dealt with it, and we're good.
Okay. I do
You know,
apologize
and
for
that's,
that.
I mean, that's one of those, like, you know, moment, like, tension gets high, right? People get snappy with each other, it happens, right?
Is there anything in this club that you like to see changed or done differently?
I think the dual chaplain thing's not a bad idea, especially with as time zone spread as we are across, like, you know, all three. It makes sense.
Thank you very much. Monty, how you doing? Hello. I'm going to ask you the same question as I asked everyone else. How do you feel about the club?
Hey, club's good shit, yeah. You were a bunch of outlaw bastards who go out there and shoot people, set people on fire, rob from the rich, give to the poor, do all that sort of shit. So we're like a bunch of hardened bastards, and I love it. But he keeps confusing the people are not able to speak their mind in a situation. It feels like there's a deeper rooted problem. There's not one single incident has caused this. I think there's obviously an inset thing that's gone on for longer than one situation, because you can't put this sort of commitment in and then have one thing about, I'm done, toodaloo.
Okay. And sorry, what would you like to see different in this club or change?
Oh, I want more drugs. For me personally, to be able to take and go off the rails on, I think that would be good. More application of horses and things like that, so we can wild out and do shit like that.
Horses?
The big pink fluffy horses. I think there needs to be more activity with those, and I think there also needs to be a situation where if we decide we want to do something and go somewhere and be something, and then I'm confused. What was I saying?
Mm-hmm.
And same thing again.
We'll
Sorry.
work on the drugs. I promise. We'll work in on coke. Okay.
Oh, boats. Need a speedboat and a drug dealer car. Yes.
Mm.
All right, I'm going to ask you the same question as I asked everyone else. How do you feel about having 2 chaplains instead of just the one?
What's a chaplain?
What was it? Sorry.
What is this chaplain going to do? Because if people
So
aren't going to
if you
speak
have
their
an
mind, what's
issue,
the point of having 2 of them if no one's going to say shit anyway? It's like, we have 2 of them, but they're just still not going to get spoken to.
well, this time I'll be enforcing it that if there is an issue, talk to the chaplain, and if none of the chaplains are around, bring it up to command, either Corolla or either High Command, who is there to listen, and they will help as much as they can.
I feel like I am empowered to talk to whoever I would like to. And
You
if I have
can.
an issue with someone, I feel like I would quite happily talk to them. I think there's more of a personal issue of people not feeling comfortable about confrontation for some reason. And that's just a little bit upsetting, because you're a bunch of hard bastards. You should be happy with talking to your own friends. If you can't do that, then you maybe have a think about things.
Sorry, Tina.
Yeah, I would like to second that. Basically, like, I understand very well if somebody has issue with me personally, because I can be blunt battle axe at times and not very likable and throw my weight around. I fully understand this fault of mine. But there is 4 people in Command Plus. So if you have issues and don't feel comfortable talking to me, there is 3 other people.
Which is understandable, but it's also good to talk to a chaplain first and express your feelings with them, because they can also help you out and say, look, maybe don't word it that way, maybe word it this way, or maybe they might be able to help you out. You know what I mean? So it's also good to have a chaplain or 2. Robin, we're going to move on to you real fast. Ask you the same questions as well. What do you feel about this club? Sorry, how do you feel about this club?
That came out of nowhere.
Not a lot for me to say other than I absolutely love everybody, both here at this table and the non-patch members waiting outside doing their own thing. I love everyone in this club to death. I call you all family for a reason. I think we've been through a lot of shit together, and honestly, when one person is hurting, never mind 2, it hurts a lot with me. I just love all of you is what I want to say.
Okay, and is there anything that you like to see different or changed in this club?
I think for conversations where people are know there's an issue with people bringing up issues to begin with, but if those issues are brought up, I think asking what you have done lately needs to not be part of that conversation. Because speaking as someone who has spent most of her life being shut down, what you are doing is causing that person to shut down. You are shutting down conversation. It may make sense logically speaking, yes, but human beings are emotional animals. We don't think logically all of the time.
Okay, and
I'm so
how
proud
did
of
you
her.
feel? Like I said, I know some of you probably don't like this idea or not, but I want to get everyone's opinion first. How would you feel about having 2 chaplains instead of 1?
I think logistically speaking, it's a challenge. But if it's something that would promote unity and keep us together as a family, it's a challenge and worth overcoming.
Okay. Jaimie, I'm actually going to pass you for the time being. I'm going to come to you last if that's all right with you. I'm going to go to
That's
Corolla
fine.
real fast. And as I get Corolla's opinion real fast, and I'll come to you, alright? Corolla, how do you feel about this club?
Oh, I love everyone here in the club. I do have some issues, but I'm probably going to be bringing them up to those people. And I'm very possibly going to be, since I have everyone's attention right now, I'm very possibly going to be turning in my position of secretary.
What? What?
So there's that.
What? Hello? I don't like that.
We're close, tight knit.
I don't like that at all.
I love everyone here. Wouldn't change it for the world. I hope this can get solved somehow, and we can work together again. That's about it. And I hope we do get 2 chaplains. I've been pushing for chaplain almost since this club started, saying that we needed one. So hopefully
I don't like this. I don't want
that will
Corolla to
help
step
in
down. What the fuck?
communications if people can't do face-to-face communications, if it's too difficult for them for whatever reason.
Okay. Well, you already answered my last question. What would you like to see different in this club? I know you've answered a few bits of it already, but I actually do. Actually, I'm sorry to hear that you want to step down as secretary. I thought you're doing a fantastic job. But what would you like to see different moving forward from here?
Just more open communication between each other. To be honest, just talk it out. But sometimes it can be very, very difficult. So hopefully, with the fulfillment of the chaplain role ×2, that won't be an issue anymore.
This is just the
But
worst.
yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Right, Jaimie, we're going to go to you. Like I said, I do apologise for skipping you. The reason I want to come to you last is because you're the one that kind of call this meeting. Because, like I said, I hate to see anyone leave or feel bad. And it breaks my heart to hear that you want to leave. And because you've been here since day one, pretty much. And to see someone from day one leave feels shite. I'm not gonna lie. So if you don't mind telling me like what you feel about this club.
To be honest, it's just something that's been ongoing now for, I guess, a while, and it's quite a lot of things at this point that just at a point where I just don't even know what to say. I feel like I've constantly been bringing shit up, and it's been met with abuse. And so I'm just kind of past it, I guess.
I'm sorry to hear that. What would you like to see different in this club moving forward? If you were to stay and stuff like that, even if you like I said, if you weren't going to stay, but it's also good to hear your opinion, like how good it would be for us to move forward and make a change.
Start listening. I know it's better said than done. Start speaking up about shit.
Speak, bro. If I
know
speak.
that, again, it's better said than done, but I do feel like in a lot of situations, I do feel like I've been kind of alone in, I don't know, being confident at speaking up, I guess.
Okay, and how would you feel like if we got 2 chaplains, and would you feel that would be better because you have more people to talk to, or do you hate that idea?
I don't hate it. I think it's a good idea. I think before considering 2, kind of need to get 1. But I don't think it's a bad idea.
Okay. I know I'm no the best guy to talk to. I know I'm a bit hot-headed half the time. I know I'm a bit of a dick.
Well,
I do
Michael,
apologize.
you're self-aware.
I do try to be nice to people, and I know sometimes when I talk, it comes across aggressive. I don't mean to be like that. That's just my stupid accent. So if I do upset any of you or offend any of you, I do apologise. It's no my intention. Prola, for you example as well, I had to go at you for yapping to an officer for ages when we was in the helicopter. I shouldn't have yelled at you. I do apologise. That's just me being a dick. To hear that you want to step down from secretary also, it's kind of sad news, not gonna lie. I thought you did pretty well. And for the yous that want to leave is also upsetting to hear. It's the last thing that I want to hear is somebody wanting to leave the club due to situations that's happened in the club. I'd rather have us fix these issues and move forward. I'm actually going to ask you guys nicely, would you prefer us to move forward and try and work this out before you guys lay your cuts down?
It's past that point. Especially after what I had to do. I don't really feel like I belong in this family right now.
Wait, what did you hear today?
I heard that if I was to get blooded out, I wouldn't be missed.
Who said that?
Apparently,
Oop.
Corolla.
Arola? Nah.
Yes, that was said in a moment of complete anger and frustration after the meeting. It was not meant. But yes,
No,
I
so it
did say
wasn't
that.
today. It was said 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So not today.
No.
I wasn't aware of it until today.
I am flabbergasted, shocked, amazed.
Well, people say shit when they're angry, right? And I'm gonna be honest. Also, if I look on here,
Oh.
is this nice to hear something like that? 100% no. If somebody would say that about me, I would feel also upset and angry about it. But I would try to figure out maybe why they're saying that. But besides that, like, you know, when people are angry, they're saying shit, they're swearing, they are yelling. Because when I look around this fucking room, we've got a bunch of fucking fuck-ups. Murderers, terrorists, people that bombed stuff, burned people alive, tortured them. It's not even that we're fucking criminals or outlaws. We are seriously fucked in our heads. Like, let's get that shit straight, all right? Into straight jacket. So, just what Monty said actually kind of resonated with me here, right?
Like boats and drugs. He always.
Oh
makes
yeah,
sense
that
to me.
always that shit. You remember? I have my cartel fucking outfit ready to go. No, I'm talking about some other shit here. What I'm talking here about is that, you know, like, why, why the fuck anybody is fucking afraid to speak their mind? Because honestly, that just fucking baffles me.
I speak my mind and look where we're at.
Well, that no. Other way around, maybe. Not speaking their mind, like afraid of confrontation. Oh, that's maybe a better word. Because you speak your mind, but the moment when it's confrontation, we like, but a confrontation that is constructive, in my opinion, there is no like, it's just a block. There is no way of fucking compromising. And here we are, the meeting that was a contentious, to say the least, happened 2 weeks ago. I think that both sides brought up a lot of fucking valid points. And, you know, at the end of the day, the only issue was the way shit was brought up. And as you are saying, you're upset with what Carola said. I was trying to convey that what you were saying, people got upset about what and how you brought it up, right? Not the actual. Yes, Michael?
So I just want to say something. Saying that you're not going to miss somebody if they leave. I know it's a moment of anger. That is kind of a wee bit disrespectful. I'm just saying that in my
Okay.
point of view. But it's like, you shouldn't be saying that you're not going to miss somebody.
Well, we've got fucking rules for that. If somebody has an issue with somebody, then fucking, you know, beat the living shit out of them or bring it up to somebody from high command. Hey, I heard that Carola said X, Y, and Z about me. You could even do that today, or if you know, if you could learn from somebody else, right?
That's why I was actually going to talk to you after this. Well, actually,
Yeah,
during
but
this.
there's
that,
like no resolving of this anymore, because both of them want to be literally shot in the head in a moment, right? Because my understanding, Toby, is that, let me paraphrase what you said, or logically derive conclusion from your words, Toby. Hey, I don't like that some people got yelled at this club or being in confrontation, so please shoot me in my head. That's what you're
That
saying,
is
Toby.
not what I'm saying.
No, you are leaving the club, so you're getting blooded out, mate. Like, that's what you're saying. Instead of, like, you have an issue with somebody's verbal behavior, instead of trying to fix it, as you said, hey, you said yourself, the idea of a chaplain is good one, right? That's what you said. So fucking try and be one. You said that you're 1%, you're a member of this club. Club comes first. We said that always. So, you know, instead of being upset that two people, not even you are not an offended party. You are just a bystander from the point of view of the club. You are just an observer and now it comes the personal aspect of it. Your best friend and myself got into a yelling match. We both yelled at each other. It's not only me that yelled. And instead of trying to solve this situation proactively, or even bringing up that you had issue with it, 2 weeks later, you're saying, I'm leaving this club. which literally means please kill me because I cannot stand two people yelling at each other in my vicinity.
Not wrong.
Where the fuck is logic in that? Where the fuck is dedication to the club in that? I'm gonna be shaming you at this point because if you're so dead set on getting shot in the head, you know, I cannot do more, right? So at least I'm gonna speak my mind openly about how fucking idiotic and dumb this is. Jesus. I literally, the first I said that to Michael, I said that to Tina when I learned what's the meeting about, that I will literally bend over backwards to whatever you guys want for you to stay in the club. But when you said that you want no matter what, like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, what are we even doing? In what fucking situation you're putting everybody else in this club? Not even me. You're like poor fucking Robin, Monty here, Dax, Council. You're asking whole family to off you because some people yelled at each other. Instead of trying to fix the situation with family, you just decide, hey, I'm gonna opt out.
I think the odds are Misha will let Dax do one of the shootings.
I would just like to add.
Not bad, but
that
that's
we
what I'm thinking
are
of.
1% MC, as Misha so eloquently said. We are all a little bit fucked on the head. Myself and Michael, especially, are hotheads. Apparently, Carola as well has her moments. Everybody gets angry. Everybody runs their mouth when they are fucking angry. We as a I'm sorry, council, as a family, we deal with that shit so that we can keep our heads high and move on together. But if you're not willing to do that, I don't know what the fuck are you here for.
It doesn't justify making someone feel like absolute
A lot of dice rolling here, and that
over
makes me
intense
nervous.
conversation.
Wait, like, is this my responsibility how somebody is like feeling about the conversation? Like, how did I specifically on purpose maliciously make somebody feel like shit? Do you think I did that on purpose? You were present throughout that whole situation. I literally pulled a fucking president veto and overruled wanted to, because we finally didn't go through it with it, wanted to overrule somebody's vote to make Jaimie happy, resolve the issue and move forward. And you
And then
still
got an
think
ultimatum and tried to pass it on to me.
what?
Both
And
of
then
you
got
gave
an
ultimatums
ultimatum.
that day.
When did I give an ultimatum?
It was to say both of you were basically pushing and pulling Misha to make a decision.
I brought up a vote. I didn't pull anything.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
so
brought up a
stop
vote
playing
and
fucking innocent right
never-
now.
I have no
I
idea
just
what
brought up
this is
You
about.
said disrespect.
I
Here's
was
disrespect.
still a little
As a
prospect.
secretary, as command, you never informed me anything. You were never around. When you finally come around, you don't say anything to me and you pull the shit that you pulled on the meeting. So yeah, I was mad, and that's why I said I wouldn't miss you. Because when you were around, you wouldn't even talk to me. And you try to pull this shit on all of us that day at the meeting without saying anything to me as the secretary of this club. And still acting around saying, "Oh, bring in the non-patch members," like you were still in commander in some position in this club. So yeah, I felt disrespected. And that's why I said what I said. You want things to be open, I'm being open with you.
I was asked a question on whether they can be brought in because I'm the one that sent out Callie to ask the question about Callie.
None of that was your place nothing of that is in your place in that meeting. It was mine as the secretary, and I was the one who was leading that meeting.
Off Corolla.
So yes, there is a lot of disrespect here, Michael. A lot.
I would like
There's
to
your answer
also
as to why
clear
I
up
was
one
angry.
thing.
Go for it, Tina. What's your question?
Yeah, it's not a question. It's a because of the nature of the vote, it was emotional from my part, and I feel like I didn't express myself clearly. And Michael brought it to my attention today that there was a misunderstanding. of my ultimatum. I have pondered previously, ever since this club was founded actually, what, because became Misha the veto, the ultimate veto. If he wants something to happen, it will happen. But what if he starts using his veto in a way that I would not ethically, morally couldn't agree with? What would be the situation where I just cannot stand behind him anymore? And one of the situations that I could come up with is that the club has voted. He didn't like the result of the vote and he would try to change it. It's unfortunate that it happened in a vote that felt very targeted towards myself and I was emotional. But nevertheless, he was trying to cancel a vote result even before two of the members who weren't there had a chance to voice their opinions of the matter.
I don't like how these dice rolling.
My instant knee-jerk reaction to that is that I cannot work with him in a high command anymore if he starts canceling votes willy-nilly like that. I'm sorry, Misha, but that's how dictators act, and I can't stand by it. So that is why I gave my ultimatum. Not because of the vote. I didn't try to force a result of a vote. I was profoundly disagreeing with him using veto that way.
Okay. So, I'm just going to say this straight. You guys are not going to change your mind, I'm guessing. At this point, just go ahead and lay your cuts on the table. Because if we're not going to change our minds and shit's just going to keep getting heated, people are going to start sulking because people are not going to listen or stuff like that. Or someone yelled at you and you get upset. Like, fuck, Misha yells at me because I do dumb stuff or I say stupid stuff. Yeah, I get fucking pissed off because he yelled at me, but yeah, there's times where I think to myself yeah, I should have went on my own way. But then there's times I think to myself, it's like, where would I be? You know what I mean? It's like, this club, I need this club as much as I don't need this club. You know what I mean? It's like, well, I think I don't need the club, I should say. Because knowing my luck, I'd probably be dead somewhere in a ditch.
Oh,
if
you
I
would.
wasn't a part of this club.
100% you would.
Robin, you want to say something after Michael?
Oh yeah, sorry, go for Rob.
I'm only bringing this up just as part of due diligence, and because I feel like I would be neglectful as both a patch member and as someone who currently calls herself sister to the affected parties. There's a conversation to potentially had about the Nomad cut. I know they said their minds are made up, but I just want to make sure that conversation is addressed before they make a life-altering decision.
Aww.
It's made up.
Well, so what we're gonna do is first, before we're gonna move on with anything here, I want to say that I am angry at this situation because I think there was a solution which didn't end up here. I don't think that. I hope that you at least don't think that anybody was doing anything against you, Jaimie, maliciously. But if that's your mind, like, it's not my place to change it. I yell at you guys right now because, frankly, showing up every 2-4 weeks and just, you know, not working towards resolutions but bringing up issues, because this is like kind of another issue that you guys are bringing up, but this time it's an issue of you guys wanted to leave the club without giving anybody chance since last time in 2 weeks to do anything about it. So if this is your will, then I won't be everybody asked here you multiple times if you want to stay or not. I actually want to ask one thing. Actually, Toby, one thing, and please be open and truthful with me. If Jaimie would stay in the club,
Ooh.
would you stay in the club or leave?
Oof. Yeah, you would. He 100% would. And Misha already knows that answer.
No, I think I'm done regardless of the situation.
Well, all right. I would like you guys to go over to the door, but please wait a moment. I want to talk with the rest of the club. You can leave your cards here already, okay?
I would like to ask Toby another question.
Mm-hmm.
Is the decision based on your own observations on how Jaimie was treated, or by her account of multiple occasions that transpired? Did you ask for second opinions on the things that you didn't witness, or it is based solely on things you actually witnessed?
Oop. Oop.
Both.
Okay. Did you discuss this, the situations that transpired, right? That were, in your opinion, points of contention that you weren't witness to? Because that's the truth, you weren't witness to. Did you discuss it with anybody else besides Jaimie that's present here to get second or third opinion?
Didn't fully discuss it with someone else, no.
Okay. All right, put your cut down and you guys wait by the door, right? Don't leave the room.
At this point, council, please remove them from the panel.
No, let's not do. Chill.
I
don't
am
think anybody
chill.
will do
I'm
anything
pragmatic.
stupid. I don't think anybody will do anything stupid, but all right, Jaimie, can you wait by that door there with Toby?
I'm still putting my coat down.
All right.
And there's a bag of patches.
Mm-hmm. Well, can everybody hear me right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Can everybody hear me right
Yes.
now, or can you
Yep.
guys get
Yes.
closer? Okay, I'm gonna be whispering. Everybody whisper. So, council, come over here. Huddle up. All right. I really don't like to be a villain in a story where I'm not a villain, but whatever. It is what it is. Question to everybody: do we actually fucking put a bullet in their heads because that's what actually we should do, or we let them walk? It's not a yes and no question right now. It's an open question.
I'm going to say yes. As much
Yes.
as I hate it,
Agreed.
but we're going to have to do it. It's
Rules are rules.
the new rules. Yep. Rules are rules.
All right.
Can't make exceptions.
Especially founders need to be held to the same standards we expect other patches to be held to.
Yeah. Carola, Monty.
Agreed.
See if someone's got to get a bullet, you know.
Mm-hmm. All right. Other thing is, do we take away the unique motorcycles from them?
They brought them in from before this club, didn't they?
Yeah. On the other hand, they will be dead.
I think if there's any
Conflicted on that one.
actual club property, then reclaim that. But if it was theirs before this club was founded, you know, it seems like you're going back
Yeah.
to childhood
Fuck it. No.
photos and shit.
Well, let's live. Like, if they
Yeah,
somehow
it'd be on
miraculously
chaos to take
survive.
them away from them, right? Because
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
I
literally
agree
chaos
with Monte,
vehicles.
yes.
Fuck it. All right.
Let's not
Whatever.
make this more difficult as it is already.
Do they have anything that's club possession? Question more to Tina, because I don't fucking know at this point.
No, Toby's car is basically bought with club money at this point because the loan was transferred to the club. Other than that, no. Do we forgive Tobin's loan? That is.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about 400 grand. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's
Alright,
400
let's not
grand.
make this
Can I
situation
have
more
400
awkward.
grand?
I know. I just don't want this to be more awkward and fucking just.
Oh no, I just asked, can I have 400 grand if he's going? You know, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if somebody gets 400 grand for free, can everybody have?
I think forgiving that loan sets a bad example.
Yeah, but getting petty over it is also setting a bad example because we're already gonna put a
True,
bullet
like
in their head.
it's a very fine line, right?
Because
I
if you start being petty over money, other clubs
money's the
won't
least of our concerns.
Mhm.
Why these guys being petty over this?
Robin.
The question we gotta ask ourselves is it worth the energy invested in to recover? Right? Like the
It's not about
No.
energy. Like I don't.
It's
The
president.
thing is, it's about the president, and I don't know what to do about it.
Me as a treasurer would like to get back what is owed. Me as a human being don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but after we put a bullet in their head, how are we expecting them to pay back the loan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the treasurer would ask.
I mean, can
I
we
like to
sell
just
body
say one
parts
thing.
here? I mean, I used to do that back in England. You know, liver goes for a good bit of money, so does kidney. You know,
I like to just say one thing. Like,
Yeah.
once we put this bullet in their head, we're probably never going to see these guys again.
Probably.
And
Yep.
we'll probably bump into them here and there, but who gives a fuck what they say? Because at the end of the day, they're out the club. And if they say something fucking stupid, they got a fucking another bullet in the head. So,
Yep.
giving a shit about a fucking car? No, don't care. And if they want to bring it up, be a bunch of cunts, have a shotgun, I'm happy to fucking use it.
I'll just fucking off them. That's all. I'm gonna just. I want to preface this. I hate this whole fucking situation. I hate it from the bottom of my heart. I just. This is what happens when people don't bring up their fucking issues and are just so steadfast on sometimes making, like, seeking the smallest fucking thing that they can victimize themselves over instead of just resolving shit and just keeping grudges forever and ever, but at the same time being fucking two-faced and oh no, I'm fine.
But what I'd like to say is, let's get this over and done with,
Yeah, let's go.
because we got some zombies to fucking shoot later.
True.
Don't tell me you all are on the fucking mushroom bullshit about this zombie
It's
bullshit.
not mushroom bullshit. We've seen fucking hordes of zombies.
Dax has a photo. Dax has a
Zombies are
photo of
real.
fucking shooting a fuck ton
Council-
of people.
Council, they threw a fucking Everon at my face.
yeah,
Do you want to see a photo of a
That's not
zombie?
you have a spider.
I can't wait for all of you to have your bluff be shown when I wake up later today. All of
Good.
you.
Wake up after storm. You can come fight zombies.
No, there's no zombies to fucking fight. It's just gonna be crackheads. Crackheads are gonna be fun to shoot. I can't wait. But no, there's not gonna be zombies. There's no such thing as real
He
zombies.
picked up my
You better
helicopter
wake
and
up
threw
next
it down the
time.
hill.
There's no such thing as real zombies.
Restrap whoever is not strapped.
Who said you can come out?
Me,
Who said
Tina.
you can come out?
Okay, I don't think that you guys will do anything stupid right now, right?
Why would we?
Just making sure. All right. Me, Tina, and Robin will go and grab cars. We'll be back.
I'll give you a lift.
I left my keys on the box on the side. on the box inside.
Alright, yeah, gotcha. Sam and Toby.
Leave my car somewhere.
You got your
Tegan
boxes
will come with us.
Alright, sorry.
You just leave my car somewhere.
You want me to get a hold of Callie?
Which one's your car? That
Later.
your car?
Callie can hear you.
Alright, come to the nest.
On my way.
Be quick about it.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna steal stuff out of your truck or anything. You guys emptied your boxes?
There's nothing in there I care about.
Did you guys leave my house keys in there inside as well?
Yes.
I left my whole key ring.
Okay.
What is? Who gave me this? Is that you?
It was me.
Dax can come in with me. Michael, come inside, please. We're in the armor. You both have shotties?
Don't need to
Yeah,
load
my
up, I'm
shotgun's in
about
my
to
car, so I
explode.
Mine's
Let's
over in
clean
the
them up
branch.
this morning.
I've got a Glock on me.
Just grab shotties from here, alright? Basically we'll do this.
Although was wonderful for a second.
Well, unfortunately, it is what it is. We're gonna go up north to a certain spot. Fucking hate shit like this.
Yesterday I talked to you about. I know this is not the time, but fuck it, I'm gonna say it just now. Yesterday I talked to you about going for what's it called, road captain. Today I kind of had a wake up call, and I'm starting to think now we definitely need a fucking enforcer. Therefore, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna run for that, and I'm gonna fucking put my foot down and start enforcing that shit.
Yeah, let's talk about it after. All right. Dax, you will shoot Jaimie, and Michael will shoot Tobins, all right?
Gotcha.
Yep.
Tegan and is B or Lilac?
It's
Callie.
Callie.
Ali. Tegan, Kali. You guys, 1 second before we do anything. Guys, take any weapons and radios of them.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll do.
Be at the branch, please.
Fucking hate this.
Nope.
In front.
Come here.
Like I said to you guys before, I genuinely hope that shit goes well.
Alright, Toby, Jaimie, do you guys have any radios or weapons on you?
No,
No radios?
nothing.
We'll be moving out in a second.
you're moving out in your car, or?
Yeah. Dax, hop in with me, and then Toby
I lied,
and
I've got a knife in my pocket, but
Toby
nothing
can
else.
be in a car with us, plus Monty and Tina, and like 2 more people. Tina, Michael, Monty can have Jaimie in their car. Carola come with us.
Here, Toby, get
What's
this
happening
one.
with
And Robin
their car?
comes with Prospects.
Just stays here. Move it later.
Here, Toby, hop in our car.
Tina, where are you?
I was
She is
thinking about the
thinking
ball. What up?
about
Tina, you and Monty and Michael are in your car. You're taking Jaimie with you.
I just put the shovel in my pocket.
All right.
So that puts us
with the prospects.
Yes.
I am the middle car.
Just pull back to them, Tina. Back where they
I
are.
don't know where. Oh, they are behind.
We should really do something about this, Trevor.
She could, but alas.
Hey, Councilman.
Just one more seat in here.
Yep, I know.
Roll out whenever you are.
Let's go.
Toby, can you pass me your HQ chip from?
No.
Or no,
Fuck
we
that.
can. Okay.
We can remove him. Don't matter.
Crash, left car. Okay, we got ice again.
Vince, I'm not even angry at all. I'm just sad.
Yeah, me too.
Alright. Kali, Tegan?
Here.
I think I start digging around here. In front of me.
Just dig two graves. choose your own. Well, you can turn around, Jaimie, if you need. Fucking hell. Right. Can you cover the graves, please?
Zombie.
Not a zombie.
It was just Tina.
All right. Let's go, guys. Actually, I'll stay a little longer behind. Can you guys go?
Yeah.
Maybe there's just you can stay with me. Just hop in with the rest, okay? Tina, you're driving one of the cars. Go.
Oh, okay.
Can you leave me and Dax behind?
Hey.
Thank you for asking.
Here,
Yes.
Corolla, you hop in one of the cars with the others.
Can't get in the car.
What?
They keep this blocking my door.
leading the patrol?
Oh, mate.
Let it out, man.
I wanted this to happen. I was always afraid of this. That's why I always ask them if they're okay or fine. Fucking hell. Fucking love them both. And now they're just fucking meat sacks 6 feet deep.
This is the unfortunate side of all of this, right?
I fucking know, mate. I fucking know. It's just. You'll hate it when it happens.
Yeah. Never gets easier either.
Yeah. It's just the worst time. Like, when. Actually, have nothing against that. Who'd fucking. I was just hoping that, you know, after that whole fucking argument, we would reconcile some way. Maybe just. But. Well, Jaimie and Toby came over here often when they needed to rest, think, chill out, just calm down. Hope it's gonna be a nice resting place for them at least.
Be the perfect resting place.
Fuck. Fucking hell. Fuck. See you on the other side. Brother, sister.
Rest easy, guys. This sucks.